Hello. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad that you guys are here. What a day it's been. Shooting video, making things happen, living in possibility. But I'll let you know this couldn't have happened without me surrendering, releasing, and allowing it to happen. So I want to talk to you today about some powerful, powerful things that really we can all find ourselves in. It's something I have found myself into. Let me turn this down. So I'm so glad that you guys are here. I'm so glad you are part of this beautiful healing container that we have created. Yeah, we created this by you being here. This is the moment that you are making. Sue, I'm so glad you're here. I'm so looking forward to our powerful conversation. Sarah, so glad that you are here as well. So thank you guys so much once again. I can't thank you enough. You notice I keep saying that. I thank you, I thank you, I thank you, because I have so much gratitude for you and the beautiful soul that you are being. Claire, so glad you're here. Facebook user, so glad you're here too. So as we're doing this, are you pleading for healing? And it could sound like this. Please, God, please, if I could only walk, please, God, make all my symptoms go away. Please, if I could only see, if I could only see this. We plead, we beg, we try so much. But what energy are we putting out when we plead, when we beg, when we really want something bad to happen? And I've noticed this within my own life. Anything that I didn't receive is something I desperately wanted. And I would pray, I would plead, I would beg, way beyond the aspect of receiving it, way beyond the aspect of knowing that I already have it, that it's already here, and having trust and faith, all those things that we have talked about over the last few weeks. Because if you were being it, so for example, if you had it already, would you plead for it? Oh man, you got COVID for Halloween? I'm so sorry. Thank you for being on my live. Thank you for being here. So glad you could be here. And Natalia, so glad you're here too. So I hope you take care of yourself, especially with that COVID. And don't worry about anything that comes in. If you notice mobility issues, if you notice anything like that, it is temporary. Allow it to move through you. I noticed it as well last time when I got COVID here a few weeks ago. So sorry, I digress. So if you were being it is an aspect of I already have it. So for example, if you have a pair of shoes, do you beg for a pair of shoes? Maybe a new pair of shoes. But do you beg for shoes at all? If you have them, you don't. Oh, Cynthia, yeah, we're sending healing vibes. And so with all of this, with all these pieces and any aspect that we are being in this moment right now, what is it that you are praying for, pleading for? And I'm not saying prayer is bad. I'm saying that the aspect of prayer may be misconstrued. Because remember, God, source, universe, they have no judgment. They don't care. They love us so unconditionally. So when I say the statement, they don't care, it's not that they don't care about us. It's not that God does not care about us. God does. But God can only give us what we feel. So if what we are putting out energetically, a begging, a hope, like a please, please, God, please, 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 the energy we're putting out is we don't have it. So what does the universe have to return to us? Not having it. I remember there was aspects in my life where I begged for money, where things were struggling in my life. Things were really going bad. And I begged and I begged and I begged. I bankrupted a company and left me in severe debt. And I begged and I begged and I begged. Didn't help anything. It's when I kind of surrendered to it. I'm like, whatever, what's going to happen? Whatever happens, happens. And then things started to happen for me. Also with my healing, I incorporated that same philosophy into my healing because it's law. It's like gravity. The ball is always going to drop if you let it go. It doesn't hover. It doesn't want to drop today. And then tomorrow it's like, well, I don't think I'm going to drop tomorrow. No, it's law. It's physical law around us. So is your ability and your receiving. Anything that is given to you, you aligned to it. So with all of these aspects of our lives, when we take a look at our healing and our health, that can create a sense of desperation. Yes, I've been there. It is a very difficult moment, especially if we're noticing symptoms coming in. We put desperation around this. Oh, please, please, gosh, I just want, make this happen. But the energy we're putting out there is, I don't have it. And then we begin resisting it. And we resist this in multiple different ways. Let's say that you've put out there that you are looking for a way to begin healing. And then all of a sudden, you read a post from David Lyons at Optimal Body Fitness. Well, wasn't that what you were asking for? I do know that David's program does work. It does help. I use it myself, and it works very, very well. And so really, when we look at all of these moments, when what we ask for will come to us when we release it, but it may come to us in a way that we don't expect or that we're not expecting. That comes to us by surprise. So for example, there's an incredible woman and she just begged for support. She goes, I just want support. Please give me support. And it was like 2 days later, support came. And she shared it with us. She didn't think it was support, but she was invited to a birthday party. And it was like, oh my gosh, you were invited somewhere. How incredible is that? She's like, yeah, but that's not what I wanted. Then a few days later, a family member showed up. Then a few days later, somebody else showed up. Then a friend came and supported her and helped her as she was going through a moment. She didn't see it because it wasn't what she expected and it wasn't what she had actually looked for. So anything that comes to us, our healing, our health, or anything that we've been asking for may come to us in various different ways. But when we hold on to the grasp of exactly how we want it to be, we can actually put resistance towards receiving. And we'll put resistance in a way of, you know what, I've tried that before. I've tried all the diets. I've done all of those things. And nothing ever happened. Did nothing happen because it wasn't the right diet for you, so you gave them all up and you resisted? Or you sit at some point and look at resistance can come in various subtle ways as well. When we are frustrated, angry, sad, anything that is out of alignment with who we really are, our higher selves. And when we come out of alignment to that, then essentially we are resisting it. So I'm reading a great book by Anita Marjani, and it's the book called Dying to Be Me. I highly recommend it. This woman had cancer strewn without her body, died, went into a coma, and she essentially died. So with this, she realized when she had her near-death experience of the grand love that was all around her. Now she did come back. But when she came back, she kept that feeling of love. And 4 months later, all the cancer left her body. So really, when you look at all of these areas, why did cancer leave her body? Did she start a brand new chemo treatment? Did she try something else? Did she do something? Or was she being love? But first, loving herself from within. So I want to encourage everybody, instead of pleading for healing, lean into the love that you are. You are this love. And go to this knowing that you are love. Begin loving yourself every opportunity you get. Begin loving from the top of your head, coming down your body and down your torso and into your organs, and breathe and begin loving every part of your body down to the tips of your toes. So really, when we look at this, your body has an innate ability to heal itself. But if we continue to stay in a state of pleading for it instead of receiving it, we are basically blocking any ability for that to happen within our lives. So all of these areas, all of these opportunities, even if we've just been diagnosed with COVID, and I'm so sorry, Cynthia, that you are, we have an opportunity as we lay in bed to begin loving ourselves. Because we can tell everybody, I have this, I came down with this ailment, or I came down with COVID, or I came down with this. And we can continue to feed that aspect of it, or we can lean the other way and know that our body will heal from that and begin loving ourselves, begin loving our lungs for the breath that we take. Begin loving our immune system for fighting off COVID. Begin loving every part of who we are. And when we step into joy, when we step into love, it is the ultimate area to remove resistance or your ability to begin healing your body. Is stepping into that love that you are, surrendering to it. Because when we step into love, that is an aspect of receiving. We are receiving our own love from within. Before we can receive anything from anything outside of us, we've got to receive our own love. And that removes resistance. And you will find the pleading and the begging and the, oh, I want this, I want this, I want this, may slip away and drift away. Because wanting something harder doesn't solve it. I wished it did. Oh my gosh, if it did, I'd have everything I ever wanted in this world. But wanting it harder doesn't work. It's surrendering to it, which can honestly be the hardest thing that we ever do, is to let it go. Knowing that it is here already, that you are this. This is what Anita discovered during her near-death experience. And so as she discovered that within her, she kept surrendering and releasing and allowing and bringing these things in. And she kept leaning towards love, loving everything in the world. The tree, the rock, her husband, everything around her. She had such an extreme amount of love that she felt that her body only could receive healing from within her. And she did. So this is a powerful opportunity. Becoming aware. Where am I pleading to be healed? And what words am I using? What agreements am I making with myself? Where am I stepping out there and saying, oh, I don't believe it, I don't believe it, I don't believe it? Because once you become aware, now you're living consciously. And I do know your conscious mind will choose love every time. So be aware. Either write in your journal if you notice resistance, if you notice pleading, if you notice a want so bad that you can taste it. It's different than setting a desire. Yes, I know. Like, Sarah, you're absolutely right. So, all of this, all of those moments, we learn from teachers that have been there. We learn from Anita and what she teaches us on the other side. So, thinking about it from this aspect, where may you be out of alignment with no judgment, with no shame? Just really taking a look at it and saying, okay, where can I lean towards love? What would love do right now? Knowing that you already have it. Seems so simple, doesn't it? But it seems it is the hardest thing that we will ever do. So I love you all so much. I know you can do this. I know you can take this powerful step towards the amazing you that you are. So allow yourself this opportunity to begin healing your own body with love, with joy, coming into alignment with who you really are. I love you all so much. I will see you all very, very, very soon. I'll see you tomorrow during this Facebook Live. If you guys ever need anything, you know you can always reach out to me. I'm always here for you. Thank you so much, Claire. You guys are all awesome. And also, I'll end it with this. You are enough. Everything you do is enough. Okay. I'll see you guys all tomorrow.